It's burning day.
Yeah.
I've got my handy crew. It's going to help me burn the field. This is one of my favorite days. I like harnessing something that has destructive potential, but using it for good.
Mm-hmm.
Much like my children. Putting that destructive force and energy towards beneficial uses. So we're going to burn this prairie down. Okay. And today there's just a slight breeze, which will be helpful. And it's not too windy, which is also helpful. Here you can see in the back where all that low green area used to be part of this field, but that was overtaken with ragweed. So we had to clear that out. So this half acre, it's about a half an acre. We've lost about a third of it, but hopefully we will, with a proper mowing schedule, be able to revitalize it. I did this, I think, in February this year. I burnt it in the spring, and it was a day where I just needed the catharsis of controlling something that's not usually controlled, and also making progress, and burning the field will do that. But I don't enter into it lightly because we have neighbors. I don't want to start any forest fires. So this is not something that I just, in fact, people would probably laugh at how overly cautious I am. The first year that I burned, I was so cautious. It took us hours and hours to burn. If you can see the smoke there, you see that my husband has already gotten it started. So we mow around so it's not too big of an area and it runs out of fuel. Burn against the wind instead of into it. And I'm trying to think if there's something else. I probably knocked about half of our time off last year. It was much easier to do the second time around. I wasn't as nervous. And so I'm trying to hit that balance of being confident in our ability and our knowledge and our experience, and not being overly confident and careless. But this is the exciting day. We need to do it today because it's going to snow tonight, starting tonight, and it's supposed to snow all day or into the day tomorrow. I think they said maybe 4 inches of snow tomorrow, which is crazy. It's October 25th, 2020. It was in the 80s several days ago here in Kansas. And then it's going to be snowing. So there's Kansas weather for you. One concern is that the grass is going to be too green to burn well. But I feel like we have to at least try right now because we need to get it down so it can grow, so we can get some new growth to hit with the Roundup. So we'll see. That's not promising that the smoke has gone over there, but I'm not going to give up yet. October 26th, Monday, 2020, and it is snowing. And as you can see, we did not get our burning done as hoped yesterday. Weather is so frustrating. I wanted to wait till it had rained to burn, just because it has been such a dry summer and fall. And with Colorado and California on fire, it's made me nervous. I mean, we don't want to do anything that would put anyone in danger. So I waited for the rain, and it rained, and then was waiting for it to dry out so it would burn, but it wasn't ready to burn yesterday. The reason for that is all of this brome, this lovely, tall, green, lush brome, so verdant, especially against the snow. Brome is a cool season grass, which means it grows very well during this time. And when I've burned before, I've burned in the spring, and there's a lot to burn, and it just seems like it's drier perhaps in February. I don't know. All I know is yesterday it was not interested in burning at all. So we spent a frustrated half an hour trying to get it to burn, and then gave up. But I'm feeling the push. Now it's snowing, and I know it's a fluke, like a random October snow, but I feel like we should have burned a while ago, because that's just step 2. So the first step was the tordon and the trees. Second step is to burn. And then the third step is to let the grass grow a little bit and then glyphosate it, because we want the brome to die. The brome is doing so well, and it's choking out the entire prairie area. It needs to die, and it needs to not be competition for what we want to broadcast. And I've ordered my seeds and forbs, and I'm ready to broadcast. And I mean, that can wait till December. But as far as the growth period and then doing glyphosate to kill the brome completely, I'm feeling crunched for time and a little antsy. And the snow was probably affecting me, making me feel like it's December when it's just October. But it's hard when you want something and you're all ready for it and you can't control the weather to make it happen. The other difficult thing is the brome. I don't know what to do with it. This is the season where it grows really well, and the whole point of burning was to get the upper layer off. And I don't know what we do next. Do we mow? Do we just glyphosate everything? There's stuff that I don't want to kill. I was wanting to burn the asters so that we could keep them. You know, I don't think that they're gonna, I don't know. This is one of the areas where my lack of experience and knowledge and understanding has me frustrated. I got to figure out what to do there. Thankfully, where I am at this year, which is farther ahead than last year, is that I have 2 contacts, and having personal contacts, not just Google, is huge. So I'm excited to be able to email. Kansas has a Department of Parks and Wildlife, and that's the state biologist that we had come out, was through them. And then each county has a Master Gardeners program, and the head of our Master Gardeners program just wrote a booklet, actually, a publication on restoring grasslands and prairies. So she is an excellent source. So I am off to figure those things out, but I'll probably sit by the fire first and warm up.